I'm here. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you guys? How's it going? Hope y'all are doing well. Let's see. Who took my first today? First was taken by Leonix. Thank you so much, Leonix, for taking my first. It makes me very happy that you could be my first. Let's see who all got their daily pillows. I see we have Jacob on YouTube. Hi, Jacob. We've got Leonix. We've got Chaos the Clown. There's Jeremy, Barb, Poppy, and Lazy. Thank you for grabbing your daily pillows. Having me nice and comfy cozy with your daily pillows. Also, hi, Nordy. Welcome in. Oh my god, I just saw. Thank you so much, Nordy, for the secret gift off my throne. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Also, how the fuck did we start a hype train? How does that even work? Who is the conductor? Oh, it's you. But it doesn't say. It doesn't say that. Oh, I see. It's because you resubbed. Oh, okay. I'm so confused. Also, thank you for the resub, Nerdy, for 41 months. Oh my gosh, almost 4 years. That's so crazy. Holy fuck. Welcome in. I hope y'all are doing good. I got my tarot cards, all that good stuff. Explosion can be an honorary fork user. I saw that. Yeah, W's in chat for the invention of spoons, dude. But I'm gonna be real with you. My favorite utensil is genuinely a spork. What the fuck, Han? Did you read my fucking mind? Yes, my favorite utensil is actually a spork. Just as soon as I said that, Ham just typed in chat. I bet Derry is a spork type. Put him on Leo. Oh my god. How did you know? How did you know I'm a spork lover? I literally, oh my god, I made shakshuka and I was literally eating it with the spork and some toast. Oh, I love shakshuka. It's been like my go-to for breakfast. What can I say? I have my connections in places you never expect. True. Yeah, we have like a bunch of reusable sporks in our like our drawer, like right next to the forks. And usually I go for a spork. Unless it's like something like pasta or like I need the longer prongs. It's easy to use. The benefits for it are numerous. You can eat a variety of things with a single utensil. It's fabulous. You know? Sporks are an abomination. It does neither thing very well. Well, I mean, I would say it does both things well enough. You know, like I said, for things like pasta, of course I'm gonna grab a normal fork. But if I'm like eating something that's like a little saucy and it's got like rice, but maybe it's got like, you know, some other stuff that I can pick up too, I'm going for a spoon. Sorry, not a spoon. I'm going for a spork. You know? It's the best of both worlds. It's the best of both worlds. When you need more specialized utensils, that's when you go for directly the spoon or the fork. Lee, welcome in. Hi, Shorts. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the lurkies. Alright, let's see who is in the queue right now. So first up in the queue is Zelfar, who wants a general reading. Then we've got Leonix, who, oh wait, sorry. Yeah, Zelfar, then it's Lazy with the love reading. Chaos the Clown with the general reading. Then Leonix with the love reading. Will my mouse stop fucking up? My scroll wheel keeps fucking over. You said spoon first. You're a fake spork user, just like a fake enjoyer. No, it was a slip of the tongue. Current reading, Zelfar, Q, Lazy, then Chaos, and Leonix and Poppy. Yeah, we have Leonix with a love reading, then we have Poppy with a general reading. And that's the current queue. What do you mean I'm a fake Thin Mint lover? What have I done to make you doubt my love of Thin Mints? Alright? Nothing. I'm innocent. Alright. So we're gonna start with Zelfar and Zelfar's general reading. I hope y'all are well. You're here, right, Zelfar? It's a Hyperdexiality. Welcome in. Also, Electric Screech. Thank you for the 10 biddies. I appreciate it. Ayo, that's me. Hi, Zelfar. Give me the Thin Mint Frosty back. I know, dude. And the Thin Mint Blizzard, too. Thin Mints are so mid. People have been brainwashed into thinking they're good. They're not mid. They're just very specific flavor profile. Also, like, it's partially nostalgia, you know? I'm not afraid to admit that I like things more because of the nostalgia associated with them. I understand myself on that kind of level. I can understand that. Are they a perfect cookie? No, but they don't have to be a perfect cookie because they're the perfect cookie for me. And at the end of the day, that's what really matters. Thin Mint's so good. Yeah, they're so yummy. Can I ask a question? We currently have a queue right now. Sakshi prefers samosas and caramel delights. Yeah, those are good ones too, but they're too sweet for me. I can't really eat too many Samoas. Like they're yummy for sure, but they're too sweet. So I can only have like 2 or 3. Freezer Thin Mints go hard, they do. Sakshi, like I said, Sakshi, you can, but we have a queue right now. We have other people in line in front of you. So if you want to ask, you have to wait your turn. How much time will it take? Let's see. Our current queue is like... How many? Is like 5 or 6 people in front of you? So, at least like an hour. Maybe like an hour and a half. This isn't the kind of stream where we rush through things. Slide a 20 and see how fast it goes. No. I'm not charging for my tarot readings. So should I come back after an hour? Well, I mean, you're gonna stay in... If you're gonna stay in the queue, you gotta stay in the stream, silly. That's... If you're not here when I call for you, then we're gonna give the slot to somebody else. The cards take your time to tell you the things you need to hear. True. Yeah, lest you get raffled. Okay, if you're, we'll put you in the queue then. Leonix, can you add into the queue right now for a YouTube redeem? For Sakshi? Pretty please. That way we'll have you written down in the line. Thank you, Leonix. Cards be ready to throw down if I catch them lying. They would never lie. They would never lie. They do their best to tell the truth. It's just sometimes it's a truth you might not want to hear. Or a truth unrelated to what you expected to hear. But it's still a truth. Somewhere. Alright, let's see what we got for you. Let's see what we got for you, Zelfar, for your general reading. Oh my god, my hands are so cold. Okay, okay. We got the 3 cards for you. So let's put them up on the screen. Sometimes you wish they were lying when they call you out in front of everybody. Sometimes it's tough love. You gotta hear them. And then, so we'll put these up on the screen, starting with... Dude, my mouse is like bugging out. My scroll wheel does not want to work. Okay, and then... And then... There we go. Alrighty, Zelfar, for your general reading, in order of left to right, we have the Ace of Coins, we have the Five of Cups reversed, and the Reverse Chariot. My scroll wheel is broken, or at least I had to learn to survive. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. Yeah, so we have a very interesting spread. We start with the Ace of Coins, right? The Ace of Coins is very much a card of prosperity, abundance. It's a card of wealth and stability, all right, as well. So it feels like you kind of got a lot of good stuff going for you. It feels like things are starting to come into fruition. You're starting to experience the fruits of your labor. Maybe you got like a good job and you feel like the money kind of coming in, things like that. And then we followed up with the Reverse Five of Cups. And the Reverse Five of Cups is kind of like remember, it's okay to rely on other people. You don't have to do everything alone, right? It feels like you're kind of isolating yourself a little bit. And maybe you're having trouble reaching out to others because you're trying to like kind of lock in. You're trying to hit that grind set mindset, you know? And it feels like the card's like, hey, it's great. Things are going well for you. But remember to like, don't shut yourself away. Don't hole yourself up in your room to keep working, you know? And then we follow that up as well with the Reverse Chariot, which also sort of feels like it's also sort of playing into that a little bit as well, because it's like victory, but at what cost? So it's like, just be careful that you don't become a workaholic. That's how it kind of reads to me. It's like, be careful you don't become a workaholic, that you don't get too overly focused on your work and your projects, that you neglect to look around you and enjoy the rest of life and take breaks and breathers and spend time with friends and play games or whatever it is you want, you know? I did a great thing today. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah. I mean, the cards aren't saying that you're doing badly. They're just like, hey, just be careful that you have a proper balance, right? Legit taking that break right now. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Hi, Mita. Welcome in. How are you? Did you win? Welcome in. But yeah, I definitely think it is a matter of you gotta take care of yourself. Know when to take your breaks. Know when to take your breathers. Oh my gosh. And Shkloomp, thank you for the raid as well. Welcome in. We're doing tarot readings for chat today. Thank you for popping by. If you guys need a lurk, or if you need to go to sleep or eat or any of that good stuff, feel free to do what you gotta do for yourselves. We're just doing some tarot reading, so it's a lot of yapping, a lot of advice, all that good stuff, and then a lot of off tangents too. We were talking about sporks earlier. I'm a big spork lover, but apparently that's a controversial opinion. But yeah, so like I said, Zelfar, I think definitely you're doing great things. I think you're making a lot of progress. You're going in a great direction. But the card's like, hey, just remember to not become a workaholic. Know when to put it down, put the pencil down, take a breather, take a rest, stop and smell the roses, all that good stuff. Just so you can make sure that you keep that necessary balance and keep yourself healthy, you know? Because whenever things go well, whenever things are successful, it feels like you kind of want to push yourself even harder to keep making more and more and more and doing more and more work. And it's like, know when to rest on your laurels. Sporks are a fake. They're literally not. Sporks are so useful. I love sporks. I will not have spork slander in my chat, all right? Sporks do a lot for us. Just because you don't realize their versatility and utility doesn't mean you can bash them, okay? That's a skill issue on your part. I know how to use a spork. Anyway, there we go. So we got Sulfar's reading done. Next up is Lazy. The things are got me a daily pillow, Mita. And Lazy wants a love reading. Ooh, hi, Lazy. Let's see what we got for you, Lazy. Other things are got me your daily pillow too. Cat and bows. And Shklump. I hope I'm saying that properly. I think I am. Shklump. Hi, Jacob. What's poppin'? What is your love reading looking like today, Lazy? You want to put yourself out there? You're finally back at your keyboard? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're back at your keyboard. Welcome back. Welcome back to the homie station. It's spelled Shklump, but it's pronounced Terra. Wow. So you're like French or something then? French do love using a whole bunch of letters you never pronounce. It's one of their many, many failures. Okay. Ooh. Are you good, Lazy? Are you okay? Sorry, I just pulled the cards for your love reading. Have you seen Witch Hat Atelier? I need to. I've seen clips of it. I know a little bit about the manga because I have a lot of friends who were reading the manga a while back. I need to watch it though. I'm finishing up A Sentence of a Bookworm. And then once I finish A Sentence of Bookworm, I'm actually planning to make Witch Hat Atelier the next community night anime for us to watch. So yeah. I've only, even just like the snippets of the animation I've seen for it has looked absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. So it's next up on the list for community night. We're gonna be, because we're almost done. We're in season 3 right now of A Sentence of a Bookworm, and then season 4 is currently airing. So we'll probably be able to finish season 3 this week, and then season 4 next week, and then after that, we'll be able to start on Witch Hat Atelier. Help me, Shimadere. Yeah, let me put these cards up on the screen for you. This is a... I think you'll understand once I put them up. You'll understand why I'm like, oof, buddy. All right. I'm so excited. I am so excited too. I know I'll love it. Like, I can just tell. I'm like, oh, this is definitely like a type of media for me. I just haven't had the chance. I haven't even watched like any of my other seasonal anime. I've literally just been honed in on grinding for my commissions. Like, I grind on my commissions, I do my gacha dailies, I go to sleep. I grind on my commissions, I do my gacha dailies. I haven't even watched any anime in like 2.5, 3 weeks, other than like the community nights. Like, that's literally just how slammed I've been with trying to get all these commissions done. There we go. Got that one. Then next up. No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Mita. I just had a bunch of comms that were due for the end of this month, and they were all part of like the sale I had where if you bought a commission, you got a free skeb with it. So it was literally like double the artwork for the price of one. It was 2 for 1 for artwork. So I literally had double the workload. I was trying to get it all done. I did it. I got them all done. I literally finished Nordy's before stream. I woke up early so I could finish Nordy's piece in time. Then I did it, and I'm very proud of myself. And tomorrow I'll be able to rest, and I'll be able to catch up on some anime and breathe before I get back on my regular commissions. My regularly scheduled programming, if you will. Let's see, okay, then... You know, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about how busy I am, because commissions means money. you know, that means rent, that means groceries, that means paying for projects and things like that. So we got it all done. I was there in spirit. True. The spirit of Ham Squad compelled me to finish my projects. I wouldn't have been able to do it without your spirit, Ham. It's like lending me your energy for a Kamehameha. Alright, let's see here. And then the last one is... Dun, dun. There we go. Alright, so we got all the cards for you, Lazy, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have the reverse sun, we have the reverse 5 of wands, and we have the 3 of swords. So this is a diabolical love reading. I'm gonna be so real with you. That's why I'm like, are you good, man? Are you okay? Because we start with the reverse sun, and the reverse sun is like you got a bit too close to the sun and you got burned, right? It's very, very like brazen, very aggressive. It feels like the heat's kind of getting to you a little bit. This could be maybe somebody came on a bit too strong, or it just, whatever it is, it feels like there's a very harsh sort of like vibe here. That's what the reverse sun is, right? Following that up as well with the reverse 5 of wands. The reverse 5 of wands is a card of, it's a little bit of reassurance. It's victory after conflict, but it does require conflict in that, you know? So there is still a battle, there is still a fight, there is still difficulties, but it is still victorious, you know? You still manage to get through it. You still manage to push yourself through. And it's also a card for new opportunities. So because it's specifically new opportunities, that means the current ones didn't work out. It means the current ones fell through. It didn't happen. It didn't work out properly. And that's rough. And it feels like that's sort of reiterated by the 3 of swords, because the 3 of swords is the card of heartbreak. This is the heartbreak card. This is disappointment, emotional upheaval, broken hearts, unhappy relationships, the end of a relationship. This is the broken hearts card. You're getting your heart stabbed into. So to me, this reads like relationship fell through, or you got broken up with, or you got dumped, or whatever it is, and you're still, it's painful and you're still healing. But it'll present to you new opportunities for new love in the future. So, oh God, what happened to me in the past week? I don't know what did happen to you. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's crazy. It looks like you got dumped. Like, that's what it reads like. It reads like you got like harshly dumped. And the card's like, hey man, it's gonna be okay. You'll pull through. You'll find a goth bitch soon. I believe in you. You'll find a goth baddie. Stay strong. That's literally what the cards read like to me. It's like patting you on the back, like, there, man. That's rough, man. Oh my God, that's Sunaida cover. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been on a date in years, so I don't know why it's telling me that. I don't know. Maybe somebody thought you were hitting on them. Or maybe it's just forewarning you that your next relationship might not work out, but it'll lead to, you know, better opportunities in the future. Yeah, we love our goth baddies in here. All right, let me go ahead and put on the cover song for the redeem, and then we'll get to the next one in queue, which next person in queue is Chaos the Clown, if Chaos the Clown is here. So, but let me... You're here, yeah, we're gonna play the cover song because of the redeem, and then after the cover song, then we will do your rating, Chaos the Clown. YouTube's just being a little stinky, a little slow right meow. Come on. Why? I just don't understand why it's so slow. Okay, there we go. Oh, speaking of YouTube, I just today, actually this morning, I dropped a new ASMR roleplay video. So if you guys want to check that out and help support the video, it is up on my YouTube. It's also on Spotify. So whichever your listening method is that you prefer, it is on both. So you can relax to a fantasy tailor prepping you for the royal ball, taking your measurements, snipping some fabric. I cut a real t-shirt for the sake of actually getting the proper scissors sounds for the video. So a noble t-shirt was sacrificed for the making of the video. All right. Let me pause my music. There we go. And now, internet audio. That reading was whack. Why did you just heard that? I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. Who's to say? There we go. Okay. So we'll play the cover song and then we'll do Chaos the Clown's reading afterwards. I said YouTube's being very, very painfully slow right now. Come on. You can do it. Yippee! There we go. Put my regularly scheduled music back on now. Alrighty. Yeah, there you go. There's the cover song redeemed. Thank you for redeeming the cover song, Jeremy. I appreciate it. Yeah, for some reason, like the past few days, YouTube's been like a little stuttery for me. I don't understand why. Has it been like that for anybody else whenever you're like watching YouTube videos? Thankfully that one didn't like stutter, except for like that one little bit at the beginning. But it was so bizarre. I don't know. Like even videos, I'll see like it'll have the audio, but then like the actual video itself will freeze too. Wow, that sure did make me want to eat a Samoa, the best Girl Scout cookie. Oh my god. Are you being paid for by Big Girl Scout or something? Why are you trying so hard to sell me Girl Scout cookies? What the heck, man? You're a very talented singer. I actually have... It's so tough because I actually have a cover song that I finished recording. But I wanted to use it for a project. So I've kind of just been sitting on it for a few months. And I feel really bad about the fact I've just been sitting on the finished cover song for several months. But I really want to use it in the thing. I really want to use it in the project. I feel like it'll have more impact. But I'm just like, ah, you know? It's tough, man. It's tough. Alright. So. Next up is Chaos the Clown. And Chaos the Clown wants a general reading. Yeah. Project. Generic project. TM. Alright, let's see what we got for you, Chaos the Clown, for your general reading. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, okay. Well, they're all upside down, so let me just flip them all right side up. And we'll read them all right side up. Okay. So let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Chaos. Starting with... And then the final card is... Boop. There we go. Alrighty. Chaos, for your general reading, in order of left to right, we have the Three of Cups, we have the World, and we have the Ace of Cups. So, like I said, this is actually a really, really good reading. The Three of Cups is a card of, there's kind of a lot of different directions you can go, but they're all good choices. It's just a matter of your own personal preference of where you feel like you want to go. But it's like, but don't stress too much about where you're headed, because any direction you pick, success will follow, you know? And that feels sort of doubly emphasized by the fact that you also have the World, and the World is a card of travel, it's change, it's also pride at achieving success, it's the path that represents like the completion of your goal, attaining, you know, what it is that you've been striving for, what it is you've been wanting this whole time, right? So it's very much like this is the thing that you've been wanting at the very end of the race. This is the proof that this is where you want to head. This is where you want to go. And so it feels very much like, hey, don't stress too much. You are definitely heading in the right direction. You are going in the direction that you wanted to go in. You are making the choices that you need to in order to reach your goal, your ultimate goal, right? It's getting so much closer. And then that also feels, again, sort of tied in with the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a card of abundance, productivity, but also love, right? This is a card of, it feels like love is starting to blossom for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. It can be a love for yourself or a love for, you know, your passions. Whatever the case is, it does feel like you are very overflowing with emotional, like, wellness. Like there's an emotional well-being aspect to you that feels like it's sort of overflowing. Maybe you found joy, or you found passion, or you found like a tight-knit community of people that you love and trust and care about. Whatever the case is, it feels like you are in a really good spot mentally, being supported by a lot of people who love and care about you, going in the direction that you need to reach your ultimate goal. So like I said, very, very solid, very strong reading here. Is very reassuring to you, that everything you're doing right now is where you need to be. And as long as you keep pushing forward, it looks like it'll work out. You know? So hopefully that gives you some reassurances, Chaos the Clown, that things are going well. Things are pushing forward. Yeah. Just a little extra reassurance that you're on the right path. You're heading in the right direction. You didn't miss an exit or anything like that. Then next up is Leonix. And Leonix wants a love reading. So let's see what we got for you, Leonix. So hi, Kola. Welcome in. Yeah, thanks for grabbing a daily pillow. Are you really a dreamer if you're not playing a hentai game behind an indie stream? Which one? Depends. I think it depends on which hentai game you're playing right now. I think that's the true determining factor. So hi Darren, welcome in as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I gotta, you know, I gotta vet it to make sure it's proper. I'm just playing Mahjong, man. Oh my god, are you playing the Mahjong where it's like all the cute anime girls? It's Mahjong salsa, basically. I knew it. I need to learn how to play Mahjong, like actually. Maybe we'll make that our goal, to learn how to play Mahjong. How you been? I've been good. Just an indie one on Newgrounds. Oh. I can't give it my seal of approval if I haven't seen it, you know. How you been? I've been good. Like I said, I made shakshuka for breakfast. It was so yummy. It's like one of my favorite breakfasts that I make. I need to just like get more harissa powder to start stockpiling in my pantry. Harissa is so good as a spice, dude. Oh, it's so yummy. It's so like smoky, but like a little bit sweet. Oh, it's fantastic. Also, hi, Spider Girl. Welcome in. You boys coping currently. It's like a page from your book. I slept all day. Real and true. Sounds like a good spice. It's a really good spice. Yeah. I've been yeah, like I said, I've been big into harissa powder. So I've been making some shakshuka, which is so good. You guys have had shakshuka before, right? Do you guys know what that is? It's like a tomato sauce that you simmer eggs in. And then like the eggs get like poached in the tomato sauce, but like the yolks are still all like nice and runny and delicious. And you put cheese on top, so it's like the eggs and the tomato and the cheese, and you dip your toast in it, and it gets all yummy. It's so good. It's so good. It's so delicious. It's very satisfying. Eggs and tomatoes, my beloved. Oh, that rules and fits quite a few diets. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good for vegetarians who eat eggs, you know. Very tasty. I'm a bit squeamish poaching eggs. Oh. Why are you squeamish about it? Do you just like not like the texture or something? I mean, you're basically like simmering the eggs in it. The eggs are fully cooked. My heat was a little uneven on my stove, so one of them fully cooked, sadly. So one of them didn't have a runny yolk. But the other two were perfect. They had the nice runny yolk, and the whites were fully set. It was, oh, so yummy. So good. And like I said, you dip your toast in it, and you pop the yolk. You're scared of the raw? Well, I promise you it's fine. I've eaten so many eggs. I've eaten so many, you know, over easy eggs, like soft boiled eggs, you know, jammy eggs. I've eaten so many eggs where the yolks are runny, and never once have I ever gotten sick. You know. So I will say that at least, if that's any consolation. And trust me, I've eaten a lot of fucking eggs. Eggs are like my #1 source of protein. Second is actually chickpeas. I eat a lot of chickpeas as well. And then third is probably like chicken. Chicken or pork, depending on whatever's cheapest. But usually, yeah, eggs and chickpeas are like my 2 biggest sources of protein in my diet. I eat a lot of fucking eggs, dude. Yeah, sort of like a Middle Eastern, North African. Yeah, it's so yummy. It's so good. Chickpeas fucking whip, yeah. Well, I've officially watched too much dairy. When you said toast, my brain went too fast and assumed toes. No, no toes. Toast. I'm not dipping my toes into what the fuck? Why would I dip my ew? No. I think that's just you going a little extra freaky, dude. I didn't do that to you. You did that to yourself, whatever's going on there. We're not dipping our toes into the shakshuka. Eggy toes. Wowie. No. No. Mm-mm. All I can think of is that fucking meme of like the spaghetti feet. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That one spaghetti feet image where it's like the lady and like her feet are just like in the spaghetti. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or she's like laying down, but her feet are up and her feet are just like covered in fucking spaghetti. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, fuck. I gotta find it. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on, Leonix. I gotta find this fucking image. It's even worse than I remember, bro. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no. Oh God, what have I done? Oh no. There's no way you guys haven't seen this image though. This is... Alright, let's just, let me post it in the Discord. Post it in, 18 plus memes. Okay, it'll be in the 18 plus memes channel. I'll post the photo. So that way you guys know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Is that fucking photo. Have you guys not seen that picture before? It's been everywhere. It's a whole meme. It's been posted in so many different places. I'm not into it. I'm not into spaghetti feet. Okay? How do I join to see this? If you do ! Discord, you can join the Discord. No, I haven't seen that. It's a very common, very popular meme image. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen spaghetti feet, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, they oiled those puppies. Yeah. I was gonna make spaghetti tomorrow too. Yeah, you're searching for spaghetti. I needed to show it to you. But if you literally type in spaghetti feet on Google, it's literally the first image. So I feel like that just goes to show. I've seen those. Yeah, see, it's a popular meme. It's a popular meme. And I'm only bringing this up because you started it. Talking about tomato sauce on the fucking toes, bro. Rip the wine selection. Okay, we don't talk about that cheap ass wine, dude. Yeah, that wine tastes like bare ass. Clearly it's not that common if no one knows it. No, it is common. Oh, it's barefoot. That's the joke. Yeah. Yeah, but like, also barefoot wine sucks ass. It's not a good wine. Nobody's buying barefoot wine because they're like, this is so delicious. They're buying it because it's cheap as hell. Okay, Indy, what the hell does your search history look like? Let me see, actually. Let's see. Spaghetti feet was the top one that I most recently searched. And then AO3, I was searching for the Zuka fix, the Zuko and Sokka. So I was looking that up. And then I was searching up Latin for some words. And then I searched up Mina from My Hero Academia. And then I searched up a couple of visual novels that I was interested in. And then what else did I search up? Oh yeah, some other words. I searched up the definition for a couple of words I was using when I was typing, things like that. Did we fix the hole in the ozone layer? Moby Dick, read online, Berserk. Let's see, drafting fabrics, mango meme. These are all my Google searches. Yeah, there you go. That's what my search history looks like. Well, the reason why I was looking up Mina Ashido from My Hero Academia is because the faithful sheriff, aka the burnt peanut Christian ripoff VTuber, is like, yeah, I'm rebranding, and here's a silhouette placeholder, and the silhouette placeholder he put for his VTuber model is just a silhouette of Mina Ashido from My Hero Academia. No Dojin searches? Interesting. Well, it's because I go to my Dojin site. I go to N Hentai for that shit. Why the I don't even know Google fucking Dojins. I just go to N Hentai and I search it directly. What do you mean? Why would I Google search? Anyway. Yeah. I'm not afraid to tell you guys my search history. It's not that interesting. It's just occasionally peppered. Yeah, he's just like, well, why am I even snooping this hard if he's just gonna say it? Yeah. I mean, I'm not looking up anything suspicious. Not like I'm looking up anything weird. Oh, I guess it depends on your definition of weird. Never mind. I'm not looking up anything suspicious. I'll leave it at that. I think it's very telling that spaghetti feet's at the very top. It's because I I just Googled it. You heard me type it out. What do you mean it's at the very... Why are you surprised at the very top? We're all on a list in Italy. Yeah. They're gonna bar my entry if I ever try to go to Italy, dude. But no, spaghetti feet's like a very popular image that would circulate all the time. Back in the day. Back in the day, you know. Searching spaghetti feet right before. I didn't search it before stream. I searched it on stream. What are you talking about? I only mentioned it because you brought up that you thought I said toes. All right, this is your fault, Leonix. This is literally all your fault. I had to Google spaghetti feet. Do you ever think about that? The things that you have driven me to do? It's all because of you, Leonix. You forced me to Google spaghetti feet. Why does that photo exist? What do you mean? Because foot fetishists exist. What do you mean? Foot fetishes are like mainstream, man. It's so common. Also spaghetti fetishists. True. I mean, it's... truth be told, I'd rather the feet be covered in spaghetti than like the fucking dirty feet. You know, because that's like a whole other fetish thing that you see all the time, where it's like people have like the dirty, stinky feet. I draw the line. I draw the line. I can accept toes, but not dirty, nasty toes. All right, let's have some dignity here. All right, clean feet, and if not clean, then at least things that are normal and edible on the feet. All right, I can at least excuse spaghetti sauce or whatever. They do seem clean here. Yeah, that's, I'm like, ugh, not my thing, but like whatever, fine. But I think dirty feet is where I have to draw a clear line in the sand and just go, Solid plating, shiny souls. Yeah, very lovingly done, lovingly arranged. Yeah, no, because like you open up Skeb and you go onto Skeb and there's so much art on Skeb of like giant stinky dirty feet that people have drawn. I don't know about the stinky dirty feet, man. Like, I guess giant, sure, giant feet, sure. Stepping, I guess, you know, but dirty stink lines? It's a lot. It's a lot. There's just so much to unpack there. I think if you're drawing stink lines in your fetish art, I think you gotta reevaluate something. There should not be stink lines. Tuned into the daily feet discussion. Yeah, we're locked in on the subject. You know how it is. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We got so distracted, Leonix. We got so distracted. This is all your fault, Leonix, that we're distracted and I haven't done your reading yet. So if anybody's gonna blame anybody, you guys have to blame Leonix, okay? It's all Leonix's fault. Alright, let's see what we got for you. For your love reading. I'm blaming it on the person who perpetrated it, regardless of status. If I ignored your misgivings, surely because you held a position of power, would that not be corruption? You pulled up the hermit with the upright with the stink lines. That's crazy. That's a sentence I never thought would be uttered. Alright, well, we got the cards for you, Leonix. Let's put these up on the screen. Starting with... last one is... There we go. Alrighty. We got all the cards for you, Leonix, for your love reading. Oh, we also got to grab your Oracle card, too. I forgot. Let's grab your Oracle card as well, then. Okay. So, starting in order of left to right, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Strength card. And then for your Oracle card, we have preserves, like fruit preserves. So, we start with the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is very much like a card of, it's okay to accept help when you need it, right? Open yourself up to allowing other people into your life, right? You can't do everything alone. And especially when it comes to love, it's a partnership. It's somebody that you trust to have your back, you know? So that requires you to be open with letting other people help you in order for them to get close to you. So number one, numero uno, you have to, in order to build stronger relationships with people, open yourself up to allow them to help you to get closer to you, okay? That's number one, numero uno, all right? We followed up with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is a card of give and take. You know, it's very much like a reciprocal relationship. You know, you allowing yourself to take what is being offered to you is not selfish, as long as you're contributing back, you know, as long as you're also giving back to it, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? So don't stress too much about accepting other people and what they're offering you. As long as you also do your best to help them out too, to do things for them. I think that's one way of pushing yourself forward in allowing yourself to build these connections, right? And then following that up as well, we have the Strength card. And the Strength card is a card of fortitude. It's quite literally the strength of your character. It's the ability to endure through tough times, through difficulties. But I think the key thing here is that you don't have to deal with these difficulties alone. The road ahead is bumpy. It's rough. There's a lot of different patches that you might have to work through. But it doesn't have to be done alone. And you have the strength to get through it. So allow people to help you. Accept their hands, because they're offering you their hand. You don't need to reject their hand, you know? And I think that'll push you closer to the people around you that are already right next to you, the people who clearly care about you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be offering to help you in the first place, you know? So just accept the help, and instead of thinking that you're bothering them, instead think of what you can do to thank them, you know? I think sort of like switching that mindset will be really helpful for you. And then we follow that up with your Oracle card, which is Preserves, which is a card of security, forethought, and thriftiness, right? Taking care to look towards the future. And in this case, that could be building things up slowly but steadily, preparing for the future in this sense, which could be building your community, building your safety network, building your pillars of support, right? Like I said, if somebody's offering you their hand, somebody's offering to help you, rather than feeling like, oh, no, I shouldn't accept it because I'll just be bothering them. Instead, reframe it as, okay, I will accept their help, and I will think of a way to thank them. I'll think of a way to show them my appreciation. It's much more productive to do it that way, and you're going to build stronger connections with people. And that's what leads to love. Well, there you go. I hope that helps, Leonix. Fingers crossed. Thank you. Yeah, I hope it helps. The WWE DoorDash commercials unhinged? I haven't seen it. I need to check that out later, actually. I will look that up later. Gotta drink my water. Next up in the queue is Poppy. Poppy, are you here? It was one of the ads during the ad break. Oh my gosh, was it? It's so funny. I'm here. Hi, Poppy. And Poppy wants a general reading. Okay. Last time I missed it, not this time. Yeah, you're locked the fuck in, baby. Oh my god, Yua! Hi, Yua! Welcome in, Raiders. I hope y'all are doing well. We're currently doing tarot readings for chat right now. Inconveni, oh my god. Wait, that sounds so cute. So it's like a convenience store thingy? Was it fun? Did you win? How was stream? Japanese convenience store sim game, but it's story as well. Oh, that sounds so cozy. I do love those simulator type games. They're very comfy. So did you win? Did you win running your own convenience store? Yua bullied me? That can't be right. Little Yua? That can't be right. This must be gaslighting. You got ops in your chat, Yua. You gotta take them out. Let's see what we got for you, Poppy, for your general reading. Yeah, I appreciate you popping in, Yua. If you gotta go or if you gotta lurk or anything like that, feel free to do what you gotta do for yourself. You gotta eat or sleep or go to the bathroom or anything like that. Take care of yourself. I appreciate you. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I'm glad to see you're doing good. Sweet dreams, Yua. And then let's grab your Oracle card as well, Poppy, because you are subbed. Okay, we got all the cards for you, so let's put them up on the screen, starting with... There we go. Then next is... And then lastly is actually the same one. It's also the Strength card. So, in order of left to right, Poppy, for your general reading, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the World, and we have Strength. And then for your Oracle card, we have Autumn. So, we start with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of ample opportunities, freedom, adaptability. Anything is possible. If you can imagine it, you can create it, you know? Whatever you dream of, you can make come true, right? So the Seven of Cups really is a card of like, the world is your oyster. It's just a matter of where you want to go now. Where you want the wind to take you, where you want to set your sails, your sights on, you know? And then that feels sort of doubly sort of emphasized by the world here too, being like this is you achieving and reaching towards your end goals, the things that you've been fighting for. I have been on my game lately. Yeah, for sure. It definitely shows that you have been on your game lately. It feels like things have really been like clicking. They've been falling into place. It feels like things have been working out really well. It feels like you've got like sort of this sort of almost boundless energy where you feel like, oh, I could take on the world. I could take on, you know, a lion if I needed to. At least one gorilla. You know, that's kind of the vibes I get from this, is you feel like you could probably take on at least one gorilla, you know? Got in my new apartment, a second job, and I need to do more. Oh yeah, it feels like you really have been on that grind set then, huh? Yeah, I mean, overall, it feels like you've made a lot of progress. Oh, I can take on one gorilla. Yeah, I could sense that. I could sense that deep within your soul. I felt like you had the confidence, the key to pull that off, you know? And then we followed up as well with the strength card, which again is sort of like proof of character. You know, you've been able to endure, you've been able to push forward, you've been able to make the progress that you've been desperately hoping for, and it feels like it's definitely paying off for you, right? And in that sense of paying off, like I said, we have Autumn, which is a card of bounty and balance, but also a card of harvest, right? Harvesting all of the sweet fruits of your labor. You spent all of spring planting all of these seeds. You spent all of summer cultivating all of these seeds, and now all of autumn harvesting all of these fruits. And now you finally get to sort of indulge in it, right? Also, hi, Kazi. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so it definitely feels like you're on the right track, and it feels like the cards are like reassuring you, like, hey, you are doing really, really well. All of your efforts that you've put in so far are 100% bearing fruit. All of the time and effort and energies that you've put into working hard are they're paying out. They're paying out their dividends, and I hope that can encourage you to enjoy, you know, what you've accomplished. Oh, so I need help. What's your internet provider? Because mine's a tad slow. I think we actually recently just switched to Verizon, because Verizon has the fiber optic in our area. So we got fiber internet now. So that's what we use. We use the Verizon's fiber. But you gotta see if you have fiber like in your area. Verizon doesn't work in my area. RIP. Lamau. Lamaui. It is what it is. It is what it is. C'est la vie, you know? But yeah, I mean, the cards are definitely saying like, hey, all of the time and effort and energy put into this, it's all paying out now. So none of your efforts have been wasted. Don't stress too much about all of that. And then also with Autumn, I think is also a bit of like, remember to stop and enjoy, you know, remember to breathe, right? Because yes, the first part of Autumn is exhausting in the actual harvesting of all of the goodies, you know, harvesting all of the plants, preparing for winter. But once it's done, it is the season of abundance. It is the season of reaping your rewards, right? So don't forget to enjoy what you've reaped, right? Have a little feast for yourself, a little autumnal bounty feast. Hell yeah, I've been working really hard and enjoying the quiet times. Having like your own apartment is so liberating. Having your own space that's just for you is unbelievable, honestly. It's like the most reassuring thing you can have, is just like your own personal little place carved out for yourself. It's wonderful. So don't forget to indulge in it, you know? Treat yourself every now and then. You've been working hard, and the cards say that they see it for sure, that you've been working hard and it's paying out. So there you go. Oh, that's a little bit of reassurance for you, Poppy, that you're on the right track. You've been doing really good things. Alrighty, next up is Sakshi on YouTube. Are you still here, Sakshi? I feel fantastic. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I hope Sakshi's here. They said they would be, but I don't know if they are. We'll wait for like 1 minute, and then let's see who's next up in the queue after that. Yippee! Go Poppy! Yeah, I know. I'm so proud of Poppy. So, Sakshi on YouTube, are you here? Okay, after Sakshi will be Call Me. And Call Me wants a reading for the next 3 months. And then after Call Me is Nugget. Will my fucking mouse stop scrolling down when I'm scrolling up? The heck? Alright, yeah, Spicy Nugget says, let the cards speak. Spider Girth says what the cards want me to know. And then Electric Screech said, general reading. So, hi, Wandering. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Alright, I think Sakshi disappeared. Yeah, my scroll wheel is just really, it's been really fucking with me. It doesn't want to work properly for like the past like couple of weeks. I guess I need a new mouse. I think I need a new mouse. To be fair, this is the mouse that came with my PC when I bought my PC. So, but it's a really good mouse. I like this mouse a lot. What's this I heard about you liking crust? Oh, yeah. Whenever I eat my sandwiches, I eat the perimeter of my sandwich like a little beaver. I just eat the whole outside crust of my sandwich first, and then I eat the rest of my sandwich like normal. That's my routine when it comes to sandwiches. Is that weird? That was a good night, Barb. Sweet dreams. All right, I think so. Yeah. Next up is Call Me. Call Me, are you in here? Are you in chat? Call Me. Same indie crust first and the main course after. Yeah, it's the best way to eat it. Is Call Me in here? I found out though that maybe this is outing them if I say it, but Harper cuts off their crust with a fork. It's crazy. Call you shit. What's your number? Rah. Also, Girdle, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. You know, it's crazy. I literally got into like a whole debate with Harper about it. Because I was like, yeah, I cut off my crust with a fork. I'm like, what do you mean? You cut off your crust with a fork? Oh. Anyway. Not the Harper leaks. Shh, this stays between us, alright? Alright? Don't out this to Harper. Don't let Harper know I told y'all that I leaked it, alright? Alright, I think Call Me might also be busy, so we will skip Call Me and we'll go to the next person, which is Spider Girth, I think. Wait, no, it's a Nugget. It's Spicy Nugget. Spicy Nugget. You're here, right, Spicy Nugget? Are you here, Spicy Nugget? Also, thanks for grabbing your daily pillow. Is Spicy Nugget here? Spicy Nugget might also have disappeared. Jesus. Alright, well, next up is Spider Girth now then. Spider Girth, are you here? We're speeding through the queue at this point. Spider Guth. I always add an R. There you are, Spider. Hi, Spider. And Spider said, what do the cards want me to know? Let's see what we got for you. And then after Spider is Electric Screech. And then after Electric Screech, we'll be caught up on the queue. So, good to know, good to know. What are the cards feel like you need to know, Spider? All right, let's see what we got for you. Okay. Okay. Let's put these up on the screen for you, starting with... And then the last card is... There we go. Alrighty. We got all the cards for you, Spider, for your what the cards feel like you need to hear right now reading. In order of left to right, we have Judgment. We have the reverse Eight of Cups and the reverse Queen of Cups. So we start with the Judgment card. And Judgment is a card of the end of the darkness and the dawn of something new, right? This is the signaling of, change, of a new day. It's new possibilities. This is your chance, right? That's what this card says. This is your chance. If you want to change things, if you want to just completely go in a completely new direction, you want to start fresh, start clean, there's no better time than now to begin the new chapter of your life, right? That's what the Judgment card is. You can cast away all of those things that were holding you down because you're free now, and that feels especially sort of doubly amplified by the fact that you have the reverse Eight of Cups. The reverse Eight of Cups is there is nothing tying you down anymore. You're free from it. You can go anywhere you want. You can do whatever you want, right? You have that freedom, and so pick, where do you want to go, right? This is the chance for you to explore, for you to see who you are and what you are and who you want to become and the things that bring you joy, right? Because there is nothing holding you back anymore, now is all the more reason for you to dive forward into new ventures, new possibilities, new chapters of your life to discover yourself, right? So it's because, of those, the painful past, for sure, because you did have to cut things out. But that leads you to push forward. And then, interestingly, we follow it up with the reverse Queen of Cups. And the reverse Queen of Cups is somebody who is smart, but maybe a little bit unreliable, a little bit wishy-washy. Very charming person, but it feels like they don't really know what it is they want to do. You know, they don't really know where to use their smarts, where to apply themselves, right? It's not that they lack ability. It's not that they lack intelligence. It's not that they lack any of that. It's just they don't have, I think, the convictions of what it is that they're fighting for. So they don't know how to use their skills, you know? And I feel like that might be you. You have, I think, a lot of talents and a lot of abilities at your disposal right now, but because you're not sure where to go, you don't know how to use them. So even though you have this wonderful toolkit, this lovely toolbox full of beautiful, beautiful hammers, you don't know what you need to hit with the hammer. And so you're kind of just standing there with a bunch of fantastic, high quality hammers, but you're like, but what do I do with the hammer, right? Like, well, did you want to build something? You can build whatever you want. So I think the first thing you got to pick is, what do you want to build? Okay, well, now you know what you want to build. Well, let's start making the plans for it. Let's start drafting up the blueprints. Then let's grab the supplies. And then you can start hammering, right? I think it's a matter of, you have all of the equipment. You just got to read the manual, you know? And in order to read the manual, you have to know what manual you want to read, because you can kind of go wherever you want. Like I said, you can pick to decide whatever it is you want to build. But I think it's a matter of, you still have to pick for yourself what it is you want, right? You're free now. Nobody's telling you you have to build birdhouses forever, right? You cut that out of your life. You're like, fuck you, I'm not building birdhouses anymore. I'm done with birdhouses. I'm gonna move on to better things, all right? So you left the birdhouse factory, and with your beautifully crafted hammers, and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna build, but it's not fucking birdhouses. All right, well, next up is, okay, well, what do you want to build? We know not birdhouses, but what do you want to build? What do you want to use your hammers for? You know? And ultimately, the only person who can answer that question is you. But I think it's, once you have your eyes set on the direction you want to go in, it'll be easier for you to follow through. And now is the time for you to pick what it is you want to build. You know? And there you go. I hope that helps, Spider-Girth. I keep saying girth. It's guth. Spider-Guth. Spider. I hope that helps, Spider. Should add an R in your name. So it's easier for me to pronounce. But there you go. Yeah. Why would you make the spider girthy? Oh, you know. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome in. All right, and then next up we have, a lot of people say spider girth. Yeah, I don't know why. It feels like it rolls off the tongue better. I don't know. And next up is Electric Screech. And Electric Screech wants a general reading as well. Yeah, you should change your username so everybody else is correct when they say it. Including me. I'll be right when I say your name then. It's just one little letter. Just change your username for me. Alrighty. Let's see what we got for you, Electric Screech, for your general reading. Alright, let's see what we got for you. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Let's put these up on the screen for you, Electric Screech. Starting with... And then next up, we've got... And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty, we got all the cards for you, Electric. Starting with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and then the reverse Knight of Cups. So, starting with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is somebody who is very much like somebody at the start of their journey. Like a messenger, a dreamer, somebody who doesn't have a lot of experience. You know, they're a page. They're still learning. They're still studying how to become a knight. So there's a lot that they haven't learned yet, but they're excited to see, you know, where life takes them. And then we kind of run into the first obstacle, which is the page, the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is very quick, very witty, very intelligent, very smart, but they have a very sharp tongue. They're definitely somebody who maybe doesn't know how to hold back their words. They tend to be very harsh with how they phrase things or how they say things. Not necessarily intentionally trying to be mean, but they definitely don't mince words. And that can kind of sting a little bit, and I think kind of get in the way of a lot of things, right? So there are times, I think, when you do have to be careful with how you word things and how you phrase things for other people, just because, you know, hashtag we live in a society. And then following that up as well with the reverse Knight of Cups. So far it feels like it's just calling out my tism. yeah. And then with the Knight of Cups reverse as well is somebody who's maybe a little out of touch with things. They don't quite fully understand how things work. Because normally the Knight of Cups is very like artistic, very dreamy, very like romantic, but also very like goal oriented in a sense too. So if we turn that up to like 11 in that sense with like the reverse reading of it, it's definitely somebody who is kind of out of touch with how the rest of the world is working. Yeah, you're out of touch, I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. Yeah, it's Out of Touch Thursday, baby. Let's fucking go. I listen to that song every Thursday. I think the key thing here is you're learning, you're growing, you're trying to become a better person, but I think the main issue is you have a hard time with communicating, right? Social skills are skills. And skills mean you can learn them and you can improve them and you can grow, right? You can learn the proper scripts for how to phrase things. And I say this as somebody who does very much dabble in learning how to script things properly. I have a lot of customer service experience, right? And customer service is very script based. So I think understanding how you phrase things will help you a lot with coming across the way you want to come across, right? Because there's a certain way that everybody wants to be perceived and they want to be understood. And I think learning how to tailor how you talk helps people understand that, right? Because here I do talk just kind of like as I normally do. I don't really put too much of a filter on myself when I'm like live or if I'm like with my friends or things like that. But there are, I think, certain instances where you do have to focus on what specifically you're saying. Different situations call for different things. And as much as you want to tell somebody, are you fucking stupid? Are you a fucking idiot? What the hell are you talking about? Like, did all of your brain cells burn up in a fire? Like, what are we talking about here, right? As much as you might want to say that, you have to learn to say that internally. It's rule number one. Rule number one, baby, of masking is, I think, focusing also on how other people do things, how other people phrase things. See how other people in similar situations react to a situation, and then you can sort of note that down mentally of like, oh, okay, this is how that person responded to that action, even though they were also rightfully pissed in that sort of situation. So I think taking notes of like how it's done can help push you forward in where you want to go. But I think the direction you want to go, the things you want to accomplish, the things you want to do will be stunted unless you focus on how you phrase things, how you talk, how you speak to people, right? Because like I said, we do hashtag live in a society. Yeah. So it is unfortunate, but I think that is the key thing here. But it is definitely still something that can be fixed. It is something that can be adjusted. It does take time. Like I said, social skills are something you can learn, something you can grow and do. So it just takes a little bit of effort. I don't know how I can further filter myself, if I'm honest, without just like not talking. You'd be surprised the amount of things you don't have to respond to in life. There are a number of things where you actually don't have to say anything at all. And the art of learning when to just say nothing is actually a very delicate and precious art, all right? It is insane. It is insane the number of things where you can just simply not say anything and get away with it. With not saying jack shit and get away with it, actually. Also, Sakshi, I was wondering where you were. I called you earlier. We went through the whole queue and you were gone. You disappeared on me, Sakshi. But yeah, I think, yeah, the delicate art of just not saying anything is a beautiful thing to learn. Because as much as we do want to put in our 2 cents and we do want to have the last word, as much as we do want to say whatever it is that's on our mind, sometimes the best thing to do is just quietly nod. Quietly nod. Just go, Or you hit him with the, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I already do that as a thing. That's crazy, dude. I do think it is just like there's only so much we can do, but social aspects are always such a delicate balance. Even when I do try my best to follow the scripts properly and to do everything properly, every now and then you are inevitably going to say some things that you step on people's toes, just because everybody has their own personalities and their own individual ways of doing things and phrasing things, and it is a lot. You're always going to run into some sort of turbulence, I suppose you could say, with a lot of this. The best thing you can do is just keep trucking, keep doing your best to just think about the other person and their thoughts and feelings and emotions, and then just push forward, As long as I think you're trying your best to be considerate of the other person when you're speaking, that is the best thing that you can do. But it's just like, just keep in touch with the people around you, the world around you. And I think you'll be okay. Because that's definitely like the main thing with the reverse Knight of Cups. It's like, remember to keep yourself grounded in like reality and the world you surround yourself with. But yeah. There you go. There you go. I hope that helps. Okay, so now we can go through the readings that we missed earlier. We have 3 reading slots that we got to double check through. So we start with So I see Sakshi is here. So we'll do Sakshi's reading next. And Sakshi said, I want to know what's coming up in my life and my career aspect. Okay. Also, hi, Erica. Welcome in. So let's see what we got for you. Let's see what we got. Okay, okay. Interesting. All right, we got all the cards for you. Let's put them up on the screen so you can see them. Starting with... Then next up is... There we go. Alrighty, we got all the cards for you, Sakshi. So for your career reading, in order of left to right, we have the Six of Coins, we have the Devil, and we have Death, which Devil and Death sound scary, but they're really not. All right, just putting that out there. They sound scary, but they're not bad cards, all right? Just to alleviate any concerns you might have with those. So we start with the Six of Coins. And the Six of Coins is very much like a card of the fruits of your labor, all of your hard work paying off, right? The time and effort and energy you put into things will give you abundance, right? So it's like you've been working hard and the cards are telling you like, hey, all of that hard work will pay off. It'll be okay. Also, hi, baby. Welcome in. Poyo. But yeah, so we start off strong with that one. So it feels like you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, and the cards are saying you will be rewarded for your efforts, right? We follow it up with the Devil card. And the Devil card is a card of fun. It's a little bit of flirtatiousness, playfulness. This is a card reminding you not to work too hard, right? This is a chance for you to breathe, for you to let loose just a little bit. You know, you don't want to be too uptight with things. It's okay to be free, and you know, as long as you don't go overboard, it's okay to have a little bit of fun. It's necessary to help you unwind, you know. And then we followed up with the Death card, and the Death card is a card of new beginnings, right? This is the start of something new. It's rebirth, clearing away the past, letting go of the, you know, old hurts, and this is a transformation of the self, you know. Especially when it comes to things like careers, new jobs, new positions require new things from you, you know. This month was too hectic. There's a family problem. Yeah, family stuff can always be really complicated and also really draining and exhausting, you know. Taking care of other people and taking care of yourself, it can be a heavy burden. So I think the cards are kind of like, hey, you have been working hard. You have been working hard. It is okay to breathe. It is okay to relax, to take a little bit of time for yourself, you know, like fights, crying, and everything. Yeah, I think if you need to take some time for you, it's completely understandable. Sometimes you just got to separate yourself when things get just like really intense. But to me, it does feel like, you know, take your time, find a space for you to heal and for you to breathe. And then you follow it up with the death card, which is the new beginnings, right? Rebirth. This is your chance for you to become something new, right? Being an elder daughter of the family is too hectic. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest in my family as well. So I definitely understand that. But I think the cards are telling you, like, especially with career, this is the chance for you to become a new version of yourself, for you to become a new you. You don't have to be what you were before, whatever that might be in terms of your life, in terms of career. You don't have to be what you were before. This is the chance, the death card says, for you to let go of that past version of you and to rebirth, to reincarnate into the version of you want to be, right? And I think the key thing here is you do need to learn to breathe. You do need to learn to take care of yourself, right? You have that that devil card, which tells you to indulge in the things that bring you joy and that make you happy, right? As long as you don't go too crazy on it, right? Because you can see the plant here is belladonna, which is a poison in larger amounts, but in small amounts, it's like it makes your eyes look like you're blown out, like you're turned on or whatever. It was used just as like an aesthetic thing to make you look sexy, right? In small amounts. But if you take too much, then it's poison. So it's like moderation is key here. I'm not saying to like go out and party all night long every day and like binge drink or anything like that. That'd be irresponsible. But you can still have fun and be responsible, you know? And I think that's the key thing here is the cards like you need to let loose, at least a little bit, you know? So I think that's definitely what has to be done. You've been working hard. The cards say you will be rewarded for all of your hard work thus far, but also it's okay to let loose. It's okay to focus on just you, things that are only for you, things that only bring you joy. I don't drink, neither do I like I don't go clubbing. I was saying don't do that. don't be irresponsible. I just put out that disclaimer in case somebody decides that they want to, you know, go on a week-long bender or something because I told them to have fun, you know. So like, as long as you're responsible, just do something for your sake, I think is the key thing here. Focus more on you, because you still have your whole life. Like outside of the eldest daughter aspect of your life, you still have whole other facets of your life. You have education, you have career, you have maybe if you want to, you know, find like a partner, if you want to have like a love life in that sense, right? You have entire other parts of your life that do not revolve around the fact that you are the oldest child, right? And I'm just 20. Yeah, you're so young. You have literally your whole life ahead of you. When you're 20, you're so young. You're so young, right? So you have so much going for you. Don't feel trapped by who you've been raised to be or who other people expect you to be. Because this is like the age that you are right now is the perfect time for you to realize the things that you like, the things that you want to do, the things that you want to be and you want to pursue, what your hobbies are, you know? Some of my hobbies I didn't realize until I was like 17, 18, 19, 20. Like when I was around that age is when I started getting into like my hobbies that I still participate in now, you know? So I think the key thing here is very much like find who you are. This is the time for you. Who is Sakshi? You know? And like I said, carve out a little bit of space for you, your own private space that you can, you know, get away from drama, get away from the stress, indulge yourself, you know. A little indulgence is healthy for the soul, you know. Oh, so hi, Raver boy, welcome in. But yeah, I think the cards are telling you, like, this is the death of the old you, and this is the birth of the new you, right? So who do you want the new you to be, right? Death is not scary when you think of it as a rebirth. So who do you want to be reborn as? And now is the perfect time for you to become that person. And there you go. I hope that helps, Sakshi. Sorry to bother you. I was wondering if I could ask something to do with magic. Sure, you can ask. I'm not sure if I'll know the answer or not. But I'll do my best if you want to ask. That's fine. Yeah, I hope that helps. Also, hi Astra, welcome in. Alrighty, next up we've got 2 more slots to double check. More growth and happiness to you. Yeah. It's got a messy situation and it's left me with a little bit of PTSD at the moment. Oof. That's rough. You gotta make sure you take care of yourself, man. Yeah, take care of yourself. Alright, so let's see. We did Leonix. We did Poppy. We did Lazy. Alright, so we're doing final call for Spicy Nugget. Spicy Nugget, are you here? If not, we're gonna raffle off your slot to somebody else. Call me and Spicy. Yeah. Advise me to do cord cutting and energy retrieval. Oh, yeah, that can be really helpful. Mentally doing like cord cutting, energy cutting can be really helpful for you. I was wondering, do you or anyone know that does the one? Well, the best way to do it is to actually do it yourself, right? It's all like visualization on your end, right? A lot of spells are like symbolical in the way that works for you, right? So in terms of like cord cutting, energy cutting, right? If it's you're trying to, you know, clear away your energy that's attached to somebody, you could simply get some string and scissors, right? Whatever it is that you feel can help tie you to that person, right? So that cord is symbolizing your current attachment to that person, that energy that you have linked to that person. So you look at that cord and you think about the energy that's currently tied to them, your connection, your literal like string tethering you to this person, right? So you imagine that that is the string, and then you get your scissors and you cut it and you sever that connection and you go, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm free from you now. You can't tie me down anymore. It's a very symbolic process, you know, but it can be one that's good for your mental state and helping you realize like, I'm free now. Like they're not going to be able to hold me down. They're not going to be able to tie me down anymore because I've quite literally cut the cord. I've separated us. You know, a lot of spell work is very symbolic like that. So it's best for you to do it yourself. And it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do because the whole point is it's supposed to be good for you mentally to have that satisfaction of cutting the string yourself. I mean, you can have a friend join you if you want to have like a trusted friend with you while you do it as well. That can be really helpful. But ultimately, this is something you do for your own sake because it gives you that sense of relief, you know? Like I said, all you really need is string and a pair of scissors or like a knife or whatever, something to cut the string. Like it's all visualization. But yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, I think Spicy Nugget is asleep right now. So we are gonna raffle off the slot to somebody in chat. So for those of you in chat who have not gotten a reading yet from me today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess the number can get the reading. And I will sip some water. I've never really done one before. I'm not 100% sure how you do it. I'm sorry you said, but I didn't quite catch it. Yeah, no. Okay, it's easy. I'll explain it. I'll explain it in like steps. Okay. Step 1, get some string or like cord, right? Get some string or cord, and get some scissors. You can also have a picture of the person too if you want, but it's not necessarily necessary, especially if you don't want to look at their face, which I totally get. But the point is you need at least string and then something to cut the string. Those are the 2 things you need. You can also have candles too if it'll help you set the mood. That's what like a lot of the spell stuff is, like candles to help set the mood, things like that. All that good stuff. Anyways, so you have the string, and then you visualize as you hold the string, you visualize that that string is your connection to that person, right? To that person. You feel that that string is your energy that's tying you to this person, right? And as soon as you have that visual image of that, and you say, I don't want to be associated, I want to cut our ties, I want to sever our ties, you know, then you get your scissors and you cut the string to symbolize to yourself that it's no longer tying you to this person. You're no longer forced, you know, being tied down by this person, and you're free from them, you know? That's all it is. That's the most simplified way I could explain the basis of the spell to you. The rest of it's all symbolism and stuff like that, and things that'll help really hammer that home for you mentally. You know, so some people like candles of certain colors to represent different things, like red or black or even white. White is always a standard candle because it can kind of represent anything. And then some people also add things like fire, like they're burning away, you know, the connection. Or some people put earth so they can bury the connection, you know, or some people use salt so they can purify your energy. You know, it's all a matter of symbolism. So the spells can get more complicated just based off of what's symbolic to you, and what will hammer home the mental image the most to you, you know? Yeah. But the main thing here is you need at least the string and the scissors. As long as you have those, you can do the rest of the spell however the fuck you want, you know? Like I said, what matters is that it's satisfying for you. Whatever has that sauce of meaning for you. True. I appreciate you. Thank you for talking to me about it. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, spell work is a very personal thing. It's a very personal, symbolic thing. So only you truly know what feels the most right for you in your situation, which is why I highly recommend doing it yourself. Like I said, bare minimum, string and scissors, you can get it done. But having the extra stuff can help you with like that visualization and the symbology and like connecting it inside of your mind mentally. So whenever you do truly cut that cord, it feels more like powerful to you, you know? And there you go. Yeah, I hope that helps. I hope things get easier for you in the future. All right. Anybody ever end up guessing the number? I think only Cola guessed. We'll just give it to you, Cola. All right. What would you like for your reading, Cola? The number was 6, but nobody else was guessing, so it's fine. I kind of like to space out the guesses out of courtesy. Yeah, no, I appreciate that you do that. It's very sweet of you. I think that's very nice courtesy to do. But also nobody else was guessing, so I'm just gonna give it to you. I missed it. Oh my god, you're back. We'll do your reading, call me afterwards. We just did this raffle slot for somebody else, but you were next on the final call list, so as long as you stay after this reading, we'll be able to do your reading too, call me. Looking for general guidance, if that's okay. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Let's see what we got for you, Cola. For your general reading. No, the gamble time is over. The gamble time is over, Leonix. You missed it. I'm doing polls for the Mr. CB support card. Oh, that's what you mean by gamble time. I see. Well, if you get anything good, post it in the games chat. I want to see, because I'm saving, so I'm not pulling on any of the cards right now. In Uma, I'm saving up my money so I can have a guaranteed, because my luck's been so bad in Uma. It's been painfully bad, dude. I still can't get over 137 pulls and only one singular 3-star. That pissed me the fuck off, dude. 137 pulls and one 3-star. I should have burned up their headquarters for that. I should probably get back into Uma. Treadmill Urara runs kind of hit. I love my Urara. I love her so much. I need to build her stronger. I've been building horses so I can specifically use them as parents for my Urara. I plan to make my first ever S rank Urara, but she hasn't hit yet. Not yet. She's still strong. I have an A+ rank Urara, and she's really strong. So I think it's just a matter of time before I really nail it and get her where I want her to go. It's just hard because she doesn't have as many races that she can run. Like, she can't run any turf races. So that drastically removes the number of races she can do and the number of fans she can actually harness. But I believe. Did I miss my reading? Yeah, we just raffled off your reading. We just raffled it off. You missed it, Nugget. I'm literally pulling the cards right now for the raffle winner. Alright, let's put these up on the screen for you, Cola. Starting with... Then next up is... It's this one. There we go. And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty. So, we got all of the cards for you, Cola, for your general reading. In order of left to right, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the reverse Wheel of Fortune. So, we start with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very artistic, very dreamy, but also very goal-oriented, very focused on what it is that they want to do and what it is they want to accomplish, right? So, the Knight of Cups is very much like locked in on what they want to do, where they want to go, right? What's on the agenda. We also follow it up with the 10 of Cups, which is a card of, you know, your dreams, your daydreams, your fantasies. It's very much like a card of what it is that you want to make come to fruition. It feels like you're really locked in on the dream goals, really. What it is that you're trying to make happen, right? Whatever it is, the big ultimate goals that you've been striving for. It feels like you're really trying your best to aim for them right now and to make them come true. But we followed up with the reverse Wheel of Fortune, which is a setback, unfortunately. It is very much like a card of sickness or aimlessness or just in general like a stumbling block, feeling stuck in place when you were making progress. Also, oh my gosh, Sade Tarot, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. How was your tarot stuff? Did you win? Did you win? Yeah, we're just doing a last couple of readings for chat right now. OMG, I got so many points. I knew it. I knew you could do it. Yeah, not many people know that tarot is actually a points-based system. But yeah, so it feels to me, Cola, that for sure you have been doing your best, I think, to push yourself to really lock in on those like dreams that you've been reaching for. Those like, you know, because everybody has like the dreams of like, oh, I want to be mentally stable and have a house and like, you know, the dreams that are so far out of our reach. It feels like you're like, I'm gonna make them reality. Right? I'm gonna make it reality. I'm gonna make it happen. And then some shit got in the way. And then some shit got in the way. You have with the reverse Wheel of Fortune. It's very unfortunate. But it's not, I will say, the reverse Wheel of Fortune, as much as it sucks, as much as it's like, damn, like shit's getting in your way right now. Shit is really not going how you want it to. You know, things are popping up. The wheel is not always gonna stay stuck on the upside down, right? The wheel will eventually turn. The forbidden dream of mental and financial stability day. Yeah, so as much as it sucks that you've got these setbacks right now, they're not permanent, right? They're not gonna last forever. The wheel will eventually flip back over again and you'll be good to go. You'll keep pushing forward, right? So I think that is at least some consolation here, right? Is that this too shall pass, right? As much as it's difficult, as much as it sucks, as much as it felt like, oh, I was finally getting on the right track. It felt like things are finally coming together. And then I got hit with this. It'll pass. It'll pass. You'll be able to set yourself back on track. So rather than stressing too much about like how this is never going to happen, my dreams are never going to be able to come true, instead of thinking like that, instead think of, okay, what do I need to do once I clear through this? Once the wheel gets unstuck, how do I push forward after this? Right? What are my next steps after, we get the ball rolling again? The ball stopped, but we can get it rolling. We just gotta grease it up a little bit, right? So I think focusing on not losing sight of what it is that you want to do, because as much as you come to like those grinding halts and you're like, oh fuck, like I should just give up. This isn't gonna work. Like this is never gonna work. You can't fall for that. You can't fall for that. You're stronger than that. You're stronger than that. You have to trust yourself, right? That things will clear up. Things will clear up for you. And so when it does, what are you gonna do? Right? What are your next goals? What are your next steps? So other than thinking like, oh fuck, things are getting in the way, that's never gonna happen. Instead think, okay, once I'm done getting rid of the things that are currently in my way, what do I do next in order to get back on track to make up for, what happened, right? So I think reframing your mindset is kind of like the key thing here, in making sure that you're on the right path for yourself. Then you keep going the direction you need to go in, This is workable. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, the reverse Wheel of Fortune is temporary. It's temporary. So as much as things suck, they will not suck forever. You are not doomed, right? It's not game over. So I hope that gives you at least like a little bit of comfort and like reassurance. It's not game over. It's just a little setback. Minor setback. You'll be okay. So instead start thinking about what to do once the setback's gone. Yeah, you got this, Cola. I believe in you. Alright, and then next up is Call Me, actually. Since you're back in time. Help me? Oh no, what happened? Did you use up all your carrots? Did you spend all your carrots on the on the horse gambling? Alright, and then Call Me said... Oh, you redeemed a luck reading? Oh, I see, alright. A luck spell, I got you. Let's see. Where's my luck spell? Summoning the stars to guide from above. Lead with light and like Lady Luck shine. Reweave the threads of destiny. Ultima Fortuna. There you go. Hopefully that helps. I hope you get a 3-star. I hope you win. But if not, remember the policy on spells is no refunds or returns. I cannot stress this enough, alright? Spells do not guarantee. Well, I did in one temple and I got a dupe of the UR Super Creek. Oh, but that's good though. The UR Super Creek is like a really powerful card. So that's not too bad. Alright, and then, let's see. Okay, so Call Me wanted... Where is it? The next 3 months. Okay, so general reading for like the next 3 months for Call Me. So let's see what we got for you. Yeah, I have to get another one so I can get it to 2 uncaps. Ooh. Are you planning on using your diamond shards? Ever since the low cortisol meme has exploded in popularity, Agnes won't leave my For You page. Is this a sign? She's keeping you low cortisol right now. She's healing you. You don't realize it, but she's the reason your cortisol level's so low. So I saw an insane Agnes Tachyon cosplayer, dude. Oh my god. They were so hot. She was so hot. She did not need to be... Oh, she was so good. That was a fantastic cosplay. Dang, no wonder I feel so calm after seeing her. Yeah, she's healing you. The horse girl is healing you. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Let's see what we got for Call Me. A friend of mine told me this might be a signal for me to start playing Umasume. We have a very active games channel in the Discord server where most of us talk about Umasume. So if you ever do want to talk about Uma, there are multiple of us in the server who would love to talk about Uma with you and play Uma with you. Just throwing that out there. In case you want to join us. If you want to come to our dark side. I've done 5 pulls and used half my carrots. Oh my gosh. I believe in you. Do I use the rest and keep trying for it? Fuck it, we ball. Do it. Do it. Go sicko mode. Go ham. I believe in you, Leonix. Alright, let's see what we got for your reading, Call Me. Okay. Let's put these up on the screen, starting with... We follow it up with and then the final card is alrighty. So we got all the cards for you, Call Me, for your general for like the next 3 months. We have the Ace of Coins, we have the reverse Knight of Swords and the reverse of the World. So it's a little rough. It's a little rough, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. It's got its ups and its downs for sure. We start with the ups, which would be the Ace of Coins. Getting that bag, getting the money, right? Ace of Coins is very much a card of prosperity, abundance. You're raking it in, right? It's coming in. At the very least, you're getting paid, right? You're getting paid. It's happening, right? It's also can be like a card of like pleasure too, a little bit of hedonism, enjoying yourself, right? Just like be careful, you know, because you can see on the coin here is King Midas, you know, everything he touched turned to gold, which initially sounds great until he turns his daughter into gold and everything he eats into gold. Moderation is key. Have a little fun, indulge yourself, spend a little bit of that paycheck. Nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, just be mindful, you know? We followed up with the reverse Knight of Swords. And the reverse Knight of Swords is very much like somebody who's very ambitious. Somebody who wants to do a lot, who wants to push themselves forward, kind of at any cost. They're not afraid to cut down others for the sake of using them as stepping stones. It's like, be careful that you don't fall down that path, right? As much as it would be easier to push yourself forward by stepping on top of other people to reach your goals, that's not the direction you want to go in, right? And also be careful of people who will use you for the sake of pushing themselves upwards, right? It is much easier to cut people down with the sword than a lot of people think, right? So I think understanding, you know, that while ambition is good, it's also something that needs to be taken in with moderation, right? Because ambition can be used to fuel your drive, to help push you forward, but too much ambition can become a poison, and it can destroy social relationships. People you care about, people you love, can be hurt by a greedy ambition, right? I think just don't lose sight of what's really important to you, and who is important to you, right? Because you're not the only person in your life, right? You got other people you love and care about. And I think as long as you keep them within your priorities, your ambition won't overtake you, right? And then we follow that up with the reverse of the world, which is kind of like a card of, you know, hitting obstacles, hitting roadblocks, feeling stagnant. You know, you initially felt like you were making progress. You felt like you were getting things done before, but now you kind of come at a standstill, right? This feeling of stagnation, inertia. When you were once going like 95 down the highway, now you're stuck in midtown traffic. I will change my name to Dindy Lear 69. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. I don't need a shadow version of me wandering around everywhere, all right? That's scary. But I think the key thing here is it's like the journey's not over. So like as much as it sucks that you feel stagnant, you feel like you're not moving as fast as you want or as quickly as you were before, you are still moving, you know? And I think it's just a matter of just recognize that it's not over. You're not cooked. It's just, you know. I think it is very much like a matter of when you feel like you've slowed down, you feel like you've stopped, but you haven't actually stopped, you know? And so I think as long as you keep that in mind, that you haven't stopped yet, you haven't arrived at your destination, you're not done reaching where it is that you need to go, that can help push you forward, even when you feel like things have slowed down to a crawl and they're not going as fast as you hope and they're not moving as much as you'd like, you know. And so as much as you may want to put the pedal to the metal in order to push yourself forward, you know, drive on the side stretch of the road, that's not legal. You can't do that. So as much as it may be tempting to want to do that for the sake of getting somewhere faster, again, that would be your ambition overtaking you. So just trust and instead, you know, turn on the radio, sing out to the music on the radio while you're sitting in traffic, you know, the metaphorical traffic in your life and the metaphorical radio. This is all a metaphor. Just in case that wasn't clear, this is all a metaphor. There you go. Yeah. I hope that helps. Call me. Fingers crossed. So hi, Asterisk. Welcome in. But yeah, I hope that helps. Call me. Fingers crossed. Maybe some of that resonates with you. Sometimes we feel like when we slow down, we've already stopped and the journey's over, but it's not, you know? Tarot queue still open. We just finished the last reading, but I suppose I can do one more. I suppose I can slide one special little one. We'll do one final raffle slot. So see if you can win it, okay? See if you can win the final raffle slot of the night. So, let's see. Okay, I got the number in my head now. So, I'm thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess the number will get the reading. Any other final advice? Like I said, turn on the radio. Enjoy even the slow parts of your life. The number was in fact 4. Congratulations. Yippee! What would you like for your reading? Did I help on the gooba? I can't help you. That's your internal nature. That's just how you're built. But yeah, I mean, just whenever life gets slow, whenever it feels like things have crawled to a halt, call me. I think the best thing for you to do is to just ride the wave and indulge in the slow parts of your life as well. You don't have to go, you know, 90 miles an hour all the time. Sometimes you're in a school zone. He definitely whispered the number to us. Nah, pure luck, baby, pure luck. Friendship's been getting rocky with a newer group of people. Perhaps a reading on that. Yeah, we can do that for you. For sure, for sure. Can you do a 10 pull with tickets? If you have 10 tickets, I don't know. I always spend my tickets. So I can't say for sure. Maybe? It'll tell you, it'll like confirm it before you actually like go through, doesn't it? Whenever you click the do a 10 pull, doesn't it like confirm what it's gonna spend for you, whether it's taking your carrots or not? So I think if you have 10 tickets, maybe it'll show up on there for the 10 pull, maybe. Because I know it does prioritize using tickets over carrots. So maybe. Hi, Sonics. Welcome in. So, friendship reading. Friendship reading. Okay. Let's put these up on the screen for you, Asterisk. Starting with... And then we've got... we got all the cards for you. So, in order of left to right, we have the reverse King of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Also, hi, Merciful. Welcome in. I feel like it's been a hot minute. How are you? Hope you've been doing well. But yeah, so we start with the reverse King of Wands, right? And oh, you can't do the 10 pull with the 10 single pool tickets. That sucks. That sucks. I feel like they should allow it. They should let you. My friend put us in a ranked game. You can do a pull through, lock in. You can win, get that dub. Things that, yeah, I got you. From one daddy to another. All right, so yeah, we start with the reverse King of Wands here. And the reverse King of Wands is very much like a card of, like somebody's got a lot of walls up. Somebody who is afraid to really break out of their shell. Usually it's like a sense of like trying to protect themselves. They're, you know, they don't want to get hurt. It's understandable they don't want to get hurt. But because of that, it makes it a lot harder for them to lower their guard down in order to let people in, right? That vulnerability that's necessary for friendship, it's really hard to just 100% break through it from the start, you know? So I think that is very much like a strong thing there. That feeling of like, will they let their guard down around me? Am I able to fully let my guard down around them? I think it is a matter of like, somebody has to take the first step in order to show their vulnerability in order for the others to realize that it's safe, you know? And it could be them, it could be you. Ultimately though, it is a matter of things are a little testy right now, for sure. I think that's definitely a key thing. We followed up with the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a card of stability, keeping everything in order, and like harmony, right? So it feels like everything as they are now, it does feel very much like they have a structure. They have this sense of space and structure and the sense of things. And so having something new sort of pop into like the curated routine can be very difficult in actually solidifying, allowing somebody else in, because they're like, well, we're already perfect the way we are. We already have like our strong dynamic as things stand right now. We don't want to shake things up with an unknown element, you know? That's very common. But I think it's also a matter of, I'm not sure how far you've gotten with like actually connecting with this friend group, but to me, it kind of reads like you're scared of making the first move, because both of you are like, you, and I say both of you as in you versus the group. Both of you are kind of feeling out the waters to see if you're going to click or not, or if you're somebody who can be trusted or not, you know? They're feeling it out to see, but I think it is also a matter of, they're on guard against you because they don't know if you're chill like that, and you're on guard against them because you don't know if they'll accept you, you know? So I think neither person's actually let down their guard yet to be vulnerable and to take the first step out of fear of, you know, rejection, of being hurt, of breaking things down, whatever the case might be. Because we have this Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is a card of feeling frozen in place or restricted, you know, unable to leave a sort of situation out of fear, right? So to me, it feels like it's this fear that keeps you frozen in place that prevents you from actually doing things, right? So it makes me wonder, have they been trying to include you in things? And have you been trying to be more open in you know, joining things? Or have you been kind of keeping your distance because you were kind of hoping they would make the first move? And maybe they've been keeping their distance because they've been wanting you to warm up to them. I think it's a matter of both people are kind of playing 4D chess, but neither is actually moving anything on the board. They're just staring at the other person thinking it's their turn. That's kind of what it reads to me as. So I get why they're guarded, and I also get why maybe you felt like you couldn't really do too much yourself either. But I think that's also kind of drawn the barrier where now both of you are kind of stuck in a stalemate because you're both afraid of, you know, stepping on toes and making others uncomfortable and things like that. It's like you just gotta take the risk. Worst comes to worst, it doesn't work out. You move on, you know, you find a new group of friends. But if it does work out, then you finally broken the ice, you know, you finally cut yourself free from, you know, the shackles that are tying you down with this Eight of Swords, right? Because the Eight of Swords, you have the sword in your hand. You can cut yourself free. You can make the first move. And I think you kind of have to, you know, because they might also have already made their own move in like inviting you into things or asking you to join them in things, you know. And I think you got to be proactive in accepting those invitations and inserting yourself into those situations and kind of go from there, you know? It's always going to take a bit to warm up, but I think as long as you can warm up to at least one person in a friend group, then eventually you can warm up to everybody else. So rather than trying to get the whole group to like you as a whole, start with like one person that you feel like you really mesh and vibe with, and then slowly branch out from there, finding things that you connect with the other people with, you know? Like for instance, one friend group of mine, I met like one of them through I met one of them through like mpreg manga. So we got talking through mpreg manga. It sounds insane. But then I met them whenever I joined a yaoi shipping like community event through there, and we got closer there, and then I met their other friends there, right? And then we met like a whole collective of friends. And so we all had like the whole thing of like, oh yeah, we really like this one ship, so we had that unifying binding thing. But then I realized that they also had like, you know, other ships that they enjoyed, and we started talking about that. And then we started talking about like literary analysis with some of them. We started talking about like artistic analysis with others, and we started talking about other ships and like other dynamics and kinks and stuff like that. And then we got into that, and now, and you know, when we talk about random shit all the time, we don't even really talk about Totodeku anymore, which is actually really funny. We all kind of have our own interests outside of that, but like the unifying thing here is that you have things that you can connect to other people with first before you eventually build those deeper, stronger friendships. So like fill the water, see one person you can really connect with and vibe with the most, and then you use that as your branch to sort of get closer to the others through their own unique individual things that you mesh with too, you know? Because obviously, if you're like within the vicinity of this friend group, you have something that connects you to them, something that, you know, you can bond over and enjoy together, you know? So use that to help lower, you know, both of your guards and get close together. But yeah, I hope that helps, Asterisk. Fingers crossed. There you go. Very insightful. Yeah, I hope it helps. Like I said, just start with one person. Start with just getting closer to one person. And then see if somebody else starts to mesh with you a little bit, and then you branch out to them. You don't have to befriend the entire friend group all at once. They're all individuals. So start small. There you go. And that is all of the ratings for today. Yippee! I have a delicious sandwich waiting for me in the kitchen. So we are going to see who is online right now. Who is up? Who is up? Oh, Celeste is up. You know what? We'll rate Celeste. Celeste is always chill. And she's also doing tarot right now. So there you go. Truth be told, the friend group actually recently fragmented, and every side has the impression that I'm at the very least not with them. Well then, you gotta, you know, that's what I said, you gotta approach the individuals. Approach them as individuals and not as a collective. At the end of the day, a friend group is a group of people, a group of individuals. So reach to them at an individual level. Bond with them at an individual level, and then they'll be able to trust you and tell you, you know? Okay, so we're gonna raid Celeste, who is also doing a tarot right now. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're all just people. They're all just people. But I get it. Some friend group stuff can always be like really messy. Yeah, so we're gonna raid Celeste, who's also doing tarot. Tomorrow is starting off, we're kicking off a huge Otome game binge playthrough. Because next week is Otome Games Celebration on Steam. So I'm collaborating with a whole bunch of indie Otome devs in order to show off a lot of really, really cool, very, very sweet, fluffy, and romantic Otome games all next week. But we'll be starting tomorrow, actually, with Crimson Waves on the Amaranth Sea, or Amaranth Moon. It's a long title, but it's a Victorian vampire romance visual novel we'll be playing tomorrow, which I'm really, really hyped for. It's really, really exciting. So yeah, we will be doing lots of love, lots of romance, lots of juicy love. So if you guys love romance as much as I do, you are in for a treat, because like I said, starts tomorrow, going all through next week. We are playing Otome games literally like every single day. So I will be streaming a lot. I will be streaming basically every day next week, which is why I had to lock in and get all those comms done. Anyways, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, but if not, no worries, I'll see you when I see you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Night night.